When you optimize the man, you optimize the sperm. Your fertility is tied directly to your overall health, and almost nobody thinks about it that way. Part 1 covered the broad health routines that impact male fertility, like sleep and physical activity. Now let's get specific. And like all our videos, this one is built on extensive research, with every source cited in the description. Fertility shouldn't be treated as a side issue you only think about when something goes wrong. It's actually one of the clearest signs of your overall health. And if you're trying to conceive, or thinking about it, your sperm is the raw material you hand to your child, your half of the blueprint. This is your chance to make that contribution the strongest it can be, and you don't need a diagnosis to want that. Quick refresher on the shipyard. Deep inside you, a crew builds a fleet, and every ship is a single sperm. It takes about 74 days to build one from the keel up, so the fleet setting sail this week was laid down more than 2 months ago. Every fleet has an enemy. For your ships, it's pirates. They swarm the hulls and hack at the timber, and the worst of the damage is below the waterline, out of sight. That damage has a name. Doctors call it DNA fragmentation, and it's the kind a standard sperm test doesn't look for. A standard sperm test counts your ships and clocks their speed, but it misses the DNA fragmentation. The pirates have a real name too, oxidative stress, and this is what ties the whole concept together. Almost everything that hurts your sperm does its damage the same way, by causing more oxidative stress. So you're not fighting a dozen separate problems, you're fighting one enemy that comes aboard and does damage in different ways. There's a test that measures DNA fragmentation directly. If you've been trying to conceive with no answers, it's worth asking your doctor about it. But for most men, the move isn't testing, it's cutting off what feeds the pirates. So let's start with a crew that's almost impossible to avoid, the plastic pirates. Microplastics, the tiny fragments shed by the plastic all around us, are now showing up in nearly every human semen sample scientists test. In the lab, these particles damage the very cells that build sperm and make your testosterone. That's animal and cell research, not human proof, but it's why finding them in human semen matters. And here's why that matters more than you'd think. The skin around your testicles is some of the most absorbent on your entire body. So your body takes in more of whatever sits against your scrotum all day. You can't get to zero microplastic exposure, but you can cut your dose fast. Here's how. Don't drink from plastic water bottles. Choose glass or steel. Never microwave in plastic. Store your leftovers in glass. Your pantry staples, the sugar, the grains, anything that came home in a plastic bag, move them into glass jars. Skip the takeout and the canned stuff when you can. Eat fresh. In one study, families who just switched to fresh, unpackaged food saw the plastic chemicals in their bodies drop by about half in a matter of days. And keep plastic off your skin. Wear natural fibers. This is the whole point behind Oakman. Most underwear is polyester, which is plastic, and it sheds tiny plastic fibers against your skin all day. Oakman is made from a natural fiber, spun from wood pulp, designed so it actually breathes. Now, the part everyone asks about. Supplements. A few actually have the evidence, and the best of them measurably lower the DNA damage. Nobody has proven a pill cancels out a bad habit. Take enough CoQ10 and it won't undo a pack-a-day smoking habit. That's not how any of this works. But these stresses and these good habits are constantly pulling against each other. The pirates pile on damage, and the right crew fights it back down. So you're not buying a magic fix, you're stacking the deck in your favor. Here's the crew. 4 you keep on for life. CoQ10 is your gun crew. It powers the ship, and it's one of the 2 that hit the pirates hardest, so it stays on the cannons. Creatine is your first mate, the muscle, hauling the heavy ropes and driving the whole crew harder. One of the most proven, safest things a man can take, fertility or not. Omega-3 works the rigging, keeping everything supple so nothing cracks under strain. And magnesium keeps the whole ship running smooth and quiet, and helps you actually sleep. 2 more you bring in only if you know you're running short, through labs or a diet that's low in them. Vitamin D is your lamp keeper, and you only need more of it if your levels have gone dark. Zinc is your blacksmith, reinforcing the fittings, but only if your diet's low, because too much of it causes its own problems. And one specialist for the build, NAC. It's your boarding party, the crew that goes over the side to fix the hull. Its antioxidant, anti-inflammatory effect helps bring your DNA fragmentation down. Those effects exist outside of conception too, but they may not be necessary for every man. It's the one you can consider dropping if you'd rather keep your supplement routine lean. 2 quick notes, because the best supplement routine is the one you'll actually stick with. If creatine wrecks your stomach, don't take it all at once. Split it across your meals. And take the oils and CoQ10 with your fattiest meal. If fish oil doesn't agree with you, start small and work up. Every supplement and every dose is listed in the description, so you don't have to memorize a thing. Then there's smoking, a whole different kind of pirate. If the plastic pirates sneak aboard, the smoking pirates just roll up and light the deck on fire. Cigarettes, vaping, all of it drives the oxidative stress up. This is the one habit that isn't worth cutting back on. It's worth quitting for good. And it reverses. If you're able to quit now, over the months that follow, the same build window starts turning out cleaner ships again. So don't treat this as one more thing to feel bad about. Treat it as the highest value move you can make in a window of your life where it really matters. So take a look at what you've got. One enemy, oxidative stress, and a whole crew that knows how to fight it. Cut the plastic where you can, and if you smoke, now's a great time to stop. And keep doing the work from part 1. The cooling, the sleep, the food, the movement, and almost none of it is permanent. This isn't about what you did last month, it's about what you do the next few months. If you haven't yet, go watch our video on why men's testosterone has fallen, because testosterone also heavily impacts fertility. Take this as your reason to refocus on your health. Strong men make strong fathers, and they raise fulfilled, empowered children. Optimize the man, optimize the sperm.